Hello, San Diego and beyond. We're here to share all the treasures that we've got. There's a pirate
Please, everybody,
in the
Coalition for
master's chair.
So, you guys meet, and I'm assuming you fall for each other right off the bat there, thanks to what band?
Fugazi, the song Waiting Room.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Is it Fugazi or Fugazi?
I think it's Fugazi is the original word, but
Tomato.
everybody
Yeah.
calls them Fugazi as
Yeah.
the band, though.
Yeah.
So, Coalition for Compassion is basically under the direction or the umbrella of the Arch Academy, correct?
Yes.
Or how does that work?
Well, we were our own thing.
Okay.
But in order for us, our first event, we actually collected from a lot from her family, from my family and friends. And
Like a fundraiser that you guys did?
well, we just kind of told them we were doing an event. We made a Facebook event, which anybody can do, and we got a really good response. We ended up with bags and bags and bags of clothes and blankets and stuff, and then we put $100 or so, not a whole lot, and made food bags and
Intended for who?
Walking around downtown San Diego and just handing them out to
Homeless?
people we saw on the streets, yeah, basically.
Wow.
And
So
then-
not necessarily like targeting a specific group. You just literally walk down the streets, and
Yeah.
when you found somebody in desperate need, here you go.
Yeah.
Here's a package
And
for
we
you.
opened up the trunk to the car that we had. My aunt let us borrow her
That's
big
awesome.
SUV, and then just let people kind of come to us if they needed a scarf or a blanket or a jacket. We kind of let them pick what they needed, and then from there we just handed out the bags to each person, and everyone was really grateful. And
a lot of people were asking us who we were. Even I mean, I guess they expected us to be part of a group, and so
like a church maybe, or
yeah,
something like
which
that.
we weren't.
And you
anything.
weren't?
No,
No.
nothing yet. We just
No religion, no creed. It was just you were just being a human being.
Yeah.
And caring for your fellow man.
no. That's a great way to put it, because that's kind of our point. Is that that there's no difference between anyone. Everyone's a human being when it comes down to the roots of of our existence. So, and we just I don't know. It's nice to give something back, and Raquel actually suggested handing out sandwiches one day, and we did. Subway had like a $2 sandwich week or month or something, and we bought a bunch of sandwiches and we went and handed them out. And then that's when we were just thinking like, well, let's do this again on Christmas. Let's set another date.
Wow.
And we just started asking people, and it got bigger. And then so after that event, I get very carried away with ideas. And so I went home and just started creating something, and then I called her and I said, hey, let's start Coalition for Compassion. And it was actually a different name at the time. It was a little longer. We shortened it because we want it still to be catchy, because we have a good purpose, but we still need it to be marketable. It doesn't matter what your cause is. You have to market it one way or another. You got to get people on board. So, and it just kind of went from there.
So I see a pattern here. I think I'm starting to understand Raquel's role in your life, and the reason why the universe brought her your way. Like you say, you get carried away with your ideas, and you've got these grandiose things, and she comes in and chisels them down to like a more efficient machine.
That's true. Yeah. She's
I
good with words too. She's a marketing major, or a communications major, excuse me. So she knows how to speak better than I do.
So you had this long acronym going on, and then she came in and was like, "Oh, no.
Yes.
This is what's gonna catch." And it was funny because the conversation her and I were having today about her now married life. Sorry, man, we're just totally invading on you. You're a very honorable serviceman with the Air Force. He's just sitting there, just looking at me like, "What is he gonna say?" But women tend to have that role in lives to kind of
That's okay. I mean,
keep the men on track.
it happens. That's our role in life. That's okay.
To what? To keep them in line?
To kind of, yeah, exactly.
To say,
keep a man in line.
no.
We're kind of like the editors in one's man's life.
The editors in the what?
I like that, editors, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I like to run into the room and just scream everything I can at once, and then I look at everybody like, why are you not getting this? Are you stupid? Come on.
That sounds like my show, MT. That sounds like me when I come in here 5 minutes before the start of the show, and MT's like, "Oh, what spots are we running? How are you in?" And I'm like, "Oh, just wing it, man."
See, you sound like you need a wife.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, man, you just had to do that, didn't you?
I had to. Sorry.
Oh, man. Oh. Ooh, hot seat. Is it getting hot in here, or is that the studio lights? Yeah, I'm a pirate, remember?
Right.
I'm married to the sea. All 7 of them. Yeah, definitely not monogamous. So I have no idea how we got off this tangent.
I know.
So you've got a fundraiser coming up. Most importantly, if you go to, make sure you go on the Facebook page if you're listening to us right now, Coalition for Compassion. You've got a charity event coming up where everybody can help with a $5 donation that's being asked. You've got artwork being donated.
Yep.
For auctions and whatnot. People can donate monetarily wise. Tell us more about the event and who's going to be there, what art and.
Well, it's going to be on March 23rd at 6 p.m. We're actually holding it at the Arch Academy School itself,
Nice.
Our sponsor organization. And we have some paintings donated from Randy Connor and Jonathan
Awesome
Talbot.
artist.
Yeah,
He's up and coming.
very vibrant colors. He's not even, that's not his, he wasn't never an art major or anything like that. He just kind of did it on his own, and then it just became big for him, which is really cool.
Mhm.
We've had a few artists stop by the show, and one of them very recently, Ben Varela is out of the studio right now, but a gal that he brought in as a guest, her name is Autumn Rashak. Is that how I pronounce it? Was that the right? I'm looking at Joseph, I'm trying to remember. I will reach out to her because she has some really cool paintings. They're very tongue-in-cheek, and there's some real fun stuff that she does with him. There's another gentleman who I had on last week who was a singer-songwriter and artist. He's been playing in music, and he was as a child, as a teenager, he was the resident potter at the Mission de Alcala down there in Old Town. Right?
wow.
Is that right? Oh, I'm sorry. Was I supposed to say Mission de Alcala? Is that better? She's like, dude, I know you speak Spanish. That's not how you say Alcala. It's Mission de Alcala. For all you people listening in Tijuana, Mexico, www.themountainfm.com. La montaña. Yeah, sorry. Yeah. Oh, now TJ's all upset now. Gringo! I'll talk to some folks and see if they can donate some stuff.
We appreciate that. That would be great. Yeah. So this is our first event, so we're just
Our first fundraiser.
yeah, first fundraiser. So we're like you said, winging it. We're asking everyone. I'm getting responses here and there, and we're just collecting people's donations. We have, like we said, Randy Connor's artwork, who's on Facebook. You can look up his artwork on there. We have Jonathan Talbot. He's a San Diego State student. I had a class with him, and his artwork is really good. He's young, and he's got plenty of time, and he can only get better. And we got photography by some friends. My friend Mark Patterson, Nikki Alexandria Photography. She's actually shooting our wedding, and she's actually donating a $600 photo package.
Wow.
And then we have some
Personal training sessions.
Yeah, personal training sessions. Her brother, actually, AJ, is a personal trainer, NASM certified, and he's offered some personal training. And he's great. He's really lively. He's fun, and so he can really help you get some good information if that's something that you need, and it'll go towards a good cause. So.
Well, Tara, is there anything you wanted to ask her? No, seriously, I wanted to know if
No, I
there's
think
something in here that
that's
you wanted to.
Really amazing. I was actually looking at his tattoos. Off subject. No, I
Excellent contribution.
And she made me get my arms waxed, so they look so fresh and vibrant.
You know what?
now.
I
He's got
do
some
that
pretty
too.
vibrant tattoos on his arms. I was so mesmerized by that, but no, it's really amazing what you do, though. I'm very impressed. I think that's awesome. You guys are awesome. I mean, we need more people like you in the world.
Thank you so
For
much.
sure.
And you're not just talking about his tattoos, right? People say, "Oh, you're doing God's work." This literally is that. That's it, man. And for people to understand what it's like to be homeless, to be living on the street, it's until you actually live it, you'll never understand just how low that feels and how alone and how scary. The majority of us will never know what that feeling is like.
Yeah.
Now more than ever in this economy, and you can't blame it on laziness anymore or drugs or alcohol. There are people who have lost their mortgages because the bubble burst, and the banks and the politics and the disgusting situation that's happening in the world right now and in our country that has led so many people to just lose their homes. And kids, there are kids that are homeless right now. A gal just won an Oscar who was a homeless teenager enrolled in an art program.
Uh-huh.
And so a couple of documentarians decided to film her story over a 2-year period, and how she was able to claw her way out of teenage homelessness by discovering art and
cool.
selling her little pieces little by little, and getting some sort of income coming in.
Yeah.
And so she was mentored by a teacher. But when the documentary hit, it went like, it was huge. The Sundance festivals, all those film festivals, just won praises and awards for it. So she went on stage to receive the Oscar with the documentarians of her story, and man, I was bawling my eyes out. You know, not everybody is that lucky, but if you want to make someone feel that blessed and lucky, go to this art show. For all you folks watching via Facebook and YouTube land on camera, you know, make sure you get down there and support this cause, Coalition for Compassion. Big round of applause for Keith and Raquel. Any shout outs you guys want to give to anybody that may be listening?
Just our families. Our families are listening. And
Our
friends.
families
Hi,
are
Mom.
home listening. My
Can't do
brothers,
that.
my
Hi.
parents, yeah. And obviously everyone that's contributed so far, and we have other people who are interested that we're working the details out. But, you know, we definitely just want to go ahead and visit Randy Connor Paintings on Facebook, and Jonathan Talbot. His art's going to be up and coming, so you can come to the show and check him out, and you'll. And Abby Shane, she works with us, and she's doing jewelry. She does jewelry from like bottle caps, really cool stuff, and she puts her heart into every piece, and she's donating some stuff to our cause as well. And just, you know, we're gonna go as big as people will allow us and give us support for. We have no limit, and we have nothing to gain out of this except just giving back, and you know.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know, it's humble heroes like you, when you say stuff like that, is what causes you to grow even bigger.
Yeah, we hope so. That's our hope. I mean, we'll the bigger we can get with the support that we can get, we will pull more time out of our life. I would be okay with if we got to a point to where this is what we did. That would be fine with me.
Wow.
You know, that's not necessarily the goal, but I would be fine with that, because you can't have a better job than something that you feel like you're doing something at the end of the day.
So in other words, you're saying if this is the only thing you guys achieved together, as far as extracurricular stuff out of your marriage, you'd be happy
Yeah.
with something like that.
Yes.
And I'd credit it all to her, because when I met her, she was everything that I was struggling to achieve, and that was why I was drawn to her, because she had good morals, good family values,
Wow.
things that I was lacking because of my previous life decisions that I was building, and she's really showed me the path on that. And any of this stuff, I wouldn't have been where I'm at with this project if it wasn't for her. Absolutely not. Not because I wouldn't have wanted to, but I would have just been doing different paths. I wouldn't have thought about this as much as she made me. So
That was sweet, dude.
That's
Oh,
amazing.
wow.
marriage points.
I don't know what you did
yeah.
before Valentine's, but if that just made up for it, man, because
That was awesome.
you just went on Front Street and broadcasted that to the world and basically declared your love, and you did it in less than 4 paragraphs.
I know, that's pretty good.
So I'm very proud of you for that. All right, when we come back, the musical rascal known as Ben Varela returns with some brand spanking new music just for you. And someone just joined us on the live feed. I'm going to be doing some shout outs. All right, we'll be right back after this. Sam's Diego show continues. Whoosh. Cool, the song's called Victory. I usually play a song on the piano. Say I woke up today with a fresh breath in my lungs for the first time in I don't know how many months, and this strength is all mine regained, and on my own 2 feet again I stand, 'cause I don't love you anymore, I don't need you anymore, I don't want you anymore, I don't breathe you anymore, and
and I don't see you anymore when I close my eyes. As this dawn breaks, heals a heart that aches, and a new day makes me believe that it'll all be okay, no matter the trials and tales of yesterday. Today is new and tomorrow is brighter, the future. 'Cause I don't love you anymore, I don't need you anymore, I don't want you anymore, and I don't breathe you anymore, and I don't see you anymore when I close my eyes. I won't let myself second guess, I know my instincts are best. Beginning now, it's time to trust them, yeah. This is a bridge to the verse. Try to say the same thing, just with different words. All your thoughts, let them come from your heart and trust them. 'Cause I don't love you anymore, I don't need you anymore, I don't want you anymore, I don't breathe you anymore. I don't love you anymore, I don't need you anymore, I don't want you anymore, I don't breathe you anymore, and I don't feel you anymore, I don't seek you anymore, and I don't scream for you, I don't bleed for you anymore, I don't see you anymore when I close my eyes. Wow, 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 wow. Hello, San Diego and beyond. We're here to share all the treasures that we've got. There's a pirate in the master's chair, ready to pilot us on this magical affair. Share your story, share your word. Spread your joy, let your voice be heard. Hoist your sails and catch the wind. It's time for your show to begin. So hoist your sails and catch the wind. It's time for your show to begin.